Have you ever eaten too much sugars and this has happened to you?
Make the shit with all the ice on in the booth. At the gate outside, when they pull up, they get me loose. Yeah, jump out boys, that's Nike boys hopping our coach. Way too big, when we pull up, get me the loot. Give me the loot. Was off the Remy, had up at post. Had to hit my old town to duck the news. 2-4 hour lockdown, we made no moves.
If so, you have
Diabetes.
So, what is diabetes? Well, diabetes type 1 and type 2 is a human disorder whereas the pancreas can produce little to no insulin at all. Diabetes generally affects, as stated, the pancreas. If you are diabetic, you will probably have these effects kick in: heart disease, nerve damage, eye problems, kidney problems. And while diabetes type 2 can do any of these, diabetes type 2 can destroy blood vessels.
For real?
What diabetes type 1 is actually caused by within the body is when the immune system mistakenly attacks and destroys the insulin-producing beta cells of the pancreas. However, diabetes type 2 is a bit different. Diabetes type 2 is caused by other factors that combine to cause insulin resistance. Stated in the name, insulin resistance applies a resistance to insulin.
I don't know what I expected.
Preventing the pancreas to control higher blood sugars. Both types of diabetes count as mutations. The two are both complex traits. Though type 2 diabetes with several gene mutations could lead to higher risk. Both diabetes type 1 and type 2 can be inherited by parents, but is generally autosomal, meaning it's found normally on a chromosome, not a sex chromosome. And the particular chromosomes diabetes is found on are chromosomes 11, 2, and 7. Diabetes is neither dominant nor recessive because diabetes has both dominant/recessive traits and or genes. If you or a loved one has diabetes type 1, they can easily treat it with an insulin needle or an insulin pump, as well as a dietary change in exercise. But if they have type 2 diabetes, then they should get the medicine prescribed by the doctor, which should be metformin. If you or a loved one doesn't know if y'all have diabetes type 1, you can take a blood sugar test. If your blood sugar levels are 126 mg/dl or higher in two separate tests, then y'all have diabetes type 1. For type 2, however, you'll need to take the glycated hemoglobin
Are there goblins?
Not today.
test or A1C. If you have 6.5% or higher in two separate tests, then you have type 2 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes was diagnosed with 9.4% of people in America and are more of people under the age of 20. Type 2 diabetes is more commonly found in foreigners, American Indians, and Alaskan Natives. It is, however, more common than diabetes type 1.